Breaking news. Iran has launched ballistic missiles, air defense equipment, coastal defense units, underwater units, coastal missile batteries, ballistic missiles with different types, and a series of suicide bombers along the coastline of the Hormuzgan province, around Bandar Abbas and in the eastern entrance of Kurir-e Oman. The United States and Israel have reached an agreement on a rapid, strong, and limited attack against Iran. Trump, a diplomat, is also weighing the matter against Iran. And Kishinev, the U.S. military force on the ground, air, and sea, confirms that we are in the process of attacking Iran. In the name of God, the Merciful, welcome to this news series. Iran has launched ballistic missiles, air defense equipment, coastal defense units, underwater units, coastal missile batteries, ballistic missiles with different types, and a series of suicide bombers along the coastline of the Hormuzgan province, around Bandar Abbas and in the eastern entrance of Kurir-e Oman. What have been launched and where? 1. Air defense equipment. Island of Kish, the installation of short-range and medium-range air defense equipment. Island of Abu Musa, the installation of short-range and medium-range air defense equipment. Bandar Abbas, the installation of heavier weapons such as Bavar 372-3 and C-100. 2. Ballistic missiles. Fateh 110, short-range ballistic missiles with solid fuel helmet, approximately 400 to 500 kilograms. Advanced versions can have a range of 300 to 700 kilometers. 3. Family of Qadr missiles, located in Bandar Abbas, Jask, and Kishm Island. Qadr 110, medium-range ballistic missiles with a range of 1,600 to 2,000 kilometers, capable of reaching Israel. Qadr 380, two-stage ballistic missiles with a range of up to 2,000 kilometers and a capacity of 650 to 800 kilograms. 4. The installation of a variety of suicide bombs. Kishm Island, Island of Abu Musa, Bandar Abbas, and Jask. 5. Coastal and Khoruz missiles, located in Kishm Island, the coastline of Mubarak Mountain, Island of Abu Musa, Bandar Abbas, Qadr with a range of up to 200 kilometers, helmet 150 to 200 kilograms, helmet designed to explode inside the body of the ship after taking off, Nas with a range of more than 100 kilometers, helmet 130 to 150 kilograms, Abu Makti with a range of about 1,000 kilometers, approximately 410 kilograms, the most powerful Khoruz missile in the Iranian Navy's arsenal, capable of destroying or even sinking very large warships, including shipwrecks. Nur with a range of 120 to 170 kilometers, capable of destroying or even sinking very large warships, including shipwrecks. Helmet about 155 kilograms. The Zarepush missile is equipped with a delaying fuse that explodes into the body of the ship after taking off. Khalid Fars with a range of about 300 kilometers, helmet about 350 kilograms. 6. Submarines located in Bandar Abbas. Fateh, submarine Tahajjum 1.5 heavy, helmet equipped with 6 533mm missiles capable of destroying the Khoruz missile. Zadikasi, except that 2 in the case of collision, in addition to heavy missiles and sea mines. Qadir, small submarine, despite its size, it is equipped with 2 533mm missiles, which is capable of destroying heavy missiles, sea mines, and even the Khoruz missile, Zadikasi. The United States and Israel have reached an agreement on rapid, strong, and limited operations against Iran. This statement came after Brett Kopel's visit, said Hassan Khan, with the Israeli military's top officials in Tel Aviv. He said that the network has had joint meetings and has emphasized close cooperation and information. According to a report by Channel 14, the United States is focused on clean, thorough, and short-term operations. It did not enter into an extensive and prolonged war in the region. It is said that some dead ships, including precise and limited strikes, were used to prevent the expansion of the conflict. So far, no official statement from the United States or Israel has been made about the final agreement for the attack, and the news remains on the media. Also, the government spokesman said that the issue of war has cast a heavy shadow on the country, but we are fully prepared. The issue of war has cast a heavy shadow on the country, and of course, the conditions are difficult and complicated. In an atmosphere of threat to war, we can see the battlefield well from the media. They are in the process of creating anxiety and confusion in people's lives. This threat is not the first time. We have always known that we are in a multi-stakeholder war and a combined war. Donald Trump, the President of the United States, emphasized that diplomacy is also a part of this issue in the face of Iran. Trump said on Tuesday evening in a conversation with the website Axios, "They want to reach an agreement. I know this. They have been in contact several times. They want to talk. The final decision has not yet been made." Trump said that the situation with Iran is unstable. He also pointed to the decision to add our aircraft carrier, USS Abraham Lincoln. He told the Middle East, "We have a large aircraft carrier near Iran. It is larger than what is around Venezuela." In this case, he pointed to the decisions made by the National Security Team. In the meantime, Axios said on the air that Trump has not yet made a final decision, and probably this week he will make more consultations and additional military decisions will be made. "We are ready to cooperate." In addition, a U.S. official announced on Tuesday that the UN is ready to cooperate in the event of Iran's affiliation. According to Reuters, this official said in response to the question about the conditions that Iran must meet for talks, he said, "I think they know the conditions and are aware of the conditions." In the meantime, Iran has warned again that any attempt to improve the security of the region will not only be directed at this country and will be directed to other areas. Regretful reply. Ismail Baqai, the spokesman of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Iran, in a news conference on the eve of Monday, said his country will respond to any military provocation with a regretful reply. He also pointed out that Iran is also facing an all-out war in the continuation of the military exercises that Israel and the UN carried out in the past month. Baqai added that Israeli and U.S. threats have continued daily in recent months, but the countries of the region know well that the insecurity of this Egypt and the targets of these tensions will not only be limited to Iran. He also emphasized that Tehran is ready more than ever and will respond to any possible provocation with a regretful reply. Baqai said about the contact between the foreign minister of Iran, Abbas Araghchi, with the U.S. representative Steve Witkoff, said such a thing is unhealthy. U.S. strategy in the region. This statement was then published that the U.S. fighters and equipment have reached the Middle East to prepare for a few-day preparation exercise, a topic that the U.S. Central Command announced on Monday. Also, the U.S. Army announced on Monday that the aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln and its crew have reached the Middle East. Donald Trump, the U.S. president, has repeatedly pointed to Iran's military position in recent weeks, but 3 times after he said that Iranian authorities have suspended the execution of executions against the terrorists, he also softened his tone. And Sartai Malek Ayub, a Lebanese journalist, in an interview with Sputnik, said that the U.S. is preparing for a military confrontation with Iran. The general said that with this strengthening of the U.S. military power on land, air, and sea, Americans and Israelis are now on their way to attack Iran. According to this journalist, Trump and Netanyahu, the next step is to solve the problem of Iran. Ayub pointed out that Israel and the UN have lost the support of the IRGC because the level of military readiness is above all levels in Iran and has reached the red line. This journalist believes that Trump has made a big mistake by inciting unrest in Iran, which allowed the Iranian security services to destroy hundreds of active networks throughout the Iranian provinces. This was a preemptive move against Iran. This was the most important news that was presented to you. Thank you for being with us. Until next time.